Hey, this is Nikki and I'm here with this week's energy read. And so the decks that I use are the Sandra Ann Taylor Oracle deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for guidance for each of our sides, the Divine Counterparts and us, and then also a Golden Path guidance as well, which is by Tony Salerno. Okay, so I do what are they thinking, feeling, wanting on their side, what we're thinking, feeling, wanting, the energies in the middle, and then also guidance for us, guidance for them, what's at the heart of the matter for guidance, and then also what is the golden path guidance for us, and it is change. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into them. So what are they thinking? They're thinking that they want to have strategies of how to come home and how to make this, how to work their way back to you, basically, because it is number 3. It's divine energy. But the whole point is that they will, all of these things will just happen. And, the universe will put the right situations in their way to make things happen. So there is definitely a sense of, wanting to work out, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get home? Because I know that my home was with you. Because what's at the heart of them is you. Because they've opened their doorway to their souls, right? And the more that they do that, the more this is their heart space, right? The sense of having this blossoming abundance in all areas of their life. It's also number 3. It's divine energy. Because they've opened themselves up in their heart space more and more and more. And because of that, there is a sense of, if you look here, it's at the beginning, so what's right at the heart of the energies of the union is this sense of all doorways opening up to the light. And for them, it's about wanting to open the gate into the big world behind, because it's about wanting to have freedom, right? Wanting to create freedom. Now, interestingly, the first message this morning was about, that they've, the robin wants to come home, but at the moment their wings are clipped because they're wanting to have this strategy, right, of how to do that. And so that's why, look at this. This is perfect, because your energy bringing into the union is then about knowing that actually the more that you stand in your unconditional love vibe and move out of any energies that aren't supporting you, then the more you go on your love path and the more you open the doorways to love and light, then the more that they will have the strength to open their gateway out to their light as well. So if you notice as well, that's 3 3s, all surrounding the heart of the divine counterpart. So that is divine energy on all 3 sides. And what's underneath? What are they wanting? They are literally wanting to be the magician for their own life. They're wanting to, and on this, it's the twin flame energy, right? It has the twin flames on either side. So because of that, they're wanting to really have the life of their dreams, right? They're wanting to change all of their situations, right, to come more and more and more, and so they don't have to feel like this anymore. They don't want to be stuck behind the gate anymore. They want to be opening that doorway. Look, at the heart of them is this sense of freedom, because the dove is coming out of that door. Look, the doorway is fully open and it's free, and that's what they're wanting to feel, right? They don't want to be stuck in the cages that they're in at the moment. So what is the guidance for them? And this is about chopping wood, which is all about basically that what they have to do at the moment is really just go within, basically. Just do the, knowing that there is a divine plan at play, right? So actually the strategy of how these, how they're going to work themselves their way back to you is actually in the hands of the divine energy, and that will happen. So it is about, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a separate state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose of releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, You clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. So what that's showing me is that they're very much in their head too much, right? Because they're wanting to have this strategy of how to change and how to bring them back to you. But actually what they need to do is focus more and more on their heart and just, you know, let the magician and let the universe be the magician for their lives. So again, it's very much they're in their mental heads and thinking, you know, very practically about how they can do this. And the guidance is for them, it's very much about trusting that they're on a love path, because it's also number 6. If you look at this, it's 6. And trusting that actually the best thing that they can do at the moment is to go within. So what's on our side is all about new beginnings. And it's all about knowing that, you know, that we are basically standing in our power, right? We're thinking, we know that we, you know, especially because we've just had the eclipse and we've had everything that we've got, you know, the eclipse and the new moon. We're like, right, come on then. We want our new beginnings. We want this to start now. We know that we're expanding our cosmic hearts. We know that we are standing in our iron power. So because of that, we're wanting these new beginnings to coming in, and we're thinking about, well, when is it going to happen? Because at the heart of us, I can see again that we have taken the opportunity to be walking away from the energies that aren't supporting us. And this is a constant journey of becoming more and more and more, walking away from things that aren't, you know, that are dampening your light or shadowing your light, right? So at the heart of us, it's about walking more and more into unconditional love. If you notice that she's wearing a pink, and that's all about, you know, unconditional love, walking away from things that are stopping our light from shining. Because what's on either side of us is the doorway. Basically, all doorways lead to the light. And the key thing is that this is a relationship which is here to heal the ages. It is the expansion of the cosmic heart. It is the twin flame energies. It's also, if you look at that, it is the number 6 on either side of the 27, walking away. So we're walking away on either side of things into more love, right? Number 6 is again love. So what's lovely is that on either side of our heart is number 6, and what their guidance is also number 6. So in order for them to achieve their love path, what they're being told is move out of your head and into your heart, because that is where your truth is, right? And so for us, we're walking away from everything that is blocking our hearts from being fully in the light, which is what we can see here. And what we're wanting is to have this sense of balance, right? Is to have the sense of balance, is to be the magician for our own lives. What I also love about this is there is also balance in this card, because it has basically it's got the twin flame pyramids in the background, but you can see a third one just in the shadow, which is the divine energy. Not only that, she's holding the genie of the lamp, right? And you're the magician for your own life. Now what's at the bottom for they're wanting is again magician, right? So in the sense of that, we're both having both the divine counterparts of us are the magicians for our own life. Now, what you'll notice is right at the grounding energy, though, is that this sense of deceiving your soul, right? Because actually you can't, you know, we're walking away more and more from things that aren't serving us or aren't supporting our soul mission and our soul lives and our soul happiness. And in the same way, they're taking that energy, right, as well, because they're wanting to step out into the big wide open behind. Because there is this underlying sense of, actually, we can't do this anymore. You know, we can't keep, you know, living in situations and doing things that aren't supporting us, because actually what that means is that you just live in your shadow, and that isn't what we want anymore. Because the the crowning energy is the connection, right? Is the love, is wanting to bring change, to create this love and this intimate connection in our lives. This is number 5, which is about change. So, you know, this is definitely, you know, a sense of having new beginnings, a sense of knowing that we've got the strength that it takes to bring this change in, and knowing that we're supported, right, on this journey. because there is this big thing about walking away from all energies that aren't supporting us, because there is a massive push to create the life of our dreams, right? On both sides, which means that on both sides there is this sense of balance that we want to create, because we can no longer deceive our souls, essentially. So the guidance for us then is new life, which again is just, you know, a perfect message to get, because it is about new beginnings, right? This is why it's so perfect, given the fact that what's been going on with all the eclipse, right? Because we have been walking away from things, because you've woken up to what this is, and letting go of stuff that we've been holding on to. So it is new beginnings, birth of new ideas, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, a renewal. So new energy enters old relationships. And new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnership in all its forms. So, I mean, just, you know, it's perfect, really, because what's at the heart of then the guidance is this, the here and now. And this is about, again, I mean, this is the guidance for the union, and it is number 32, which is change, because it's number 5. And so in order to bring around change, the biggest thing to do is to go within. So this fits perfectly with their guidance around chopping wood. It also fits perfectly around achieving this sense of new life. And the way to do that is to love every moment that we're in. So it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love, and Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. And of course, who is the Spirit? The Spirit is your twin flame saying, I am madly in love with you right now. Because not only that, but also I love the fact that they've got the chop wood card, because the crystal grid that I do is all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So it couldn't be more perfect that their guidance is around chopping wood. So what is the Golden Path guidance? And it is all about change. Now, this card repeatedly keeps coming up because there is a change in the wind. So the lady pictured on this card looks threatening, but in actual fact, she is not. She holds a dagger in her hand and is ready to sever her emotional ties with an outmoded way of thinking or pattern that no longer serves her. See, so it's all about walking away from things at the moment, all about stepping into new energies that are supporting us. So the affirmations are, I invite this most blessed change into my life, knowing that it leads to a positive transformation. I surrender all the thoughts and feelings that no longer serve me and replace these with love. Okay, well, perfect, because it's all about walking away. It's all about knowing that the plan is all going to be worked out for us, and we are both on a journey, all on a journey to become more and more of who we truly are. All right, if you want to have a healing or a reading like this for you and your union, then please do. All details are in the link. Okay, take care. Bye.